Hello everybody, it's Olive Branch from Maple Leaf once again with Let's Play Night in the Woods, and the last time around we didn't go to sleep yet because the day was very long. And I'm just wondering, Maple Leaf, do you remember what we did?
We went to the library. We went to a poetry slam jam, I guess. We learned that Summers has shit to say about modern economics.
You're very much right. And now that May has that in mind, we're gonna go to bed. I wonder what kind of dream awaits us today in this new chapter. I mean, I already know it, but, you know.
What time does May go to bed, I wonder?
God, I don't know. Probably
she goes
11
to bed,
o'clock?
No. Maybe. She goes to bed before her parents, or at least before her dad. But she wakes up at 5 p.m.
Oh, it's another one of these music-searching puzzles. I mean, is it a puzzle, necessarily? What do you consider this? Like exploration puzzle?
I think it might be too surreal to really have a genre. I mean, like, what the fuck am I looking at right now?
Fish. We're in an underwater world, I guess.
Okay,
I mean, their bodies flying up.
You knew exactly what I meant.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, there's shadows of bodies flying up in the background. I don't know if that's supposed to represent, like, victims, or if it's just like you're in an underwater setting, you know? I sometimes wonder if you have a dream with recurring themes, if that represents anything in your mental state.
I dream that I have two recurring dreams. The first is that I have the ability to either float just a couple feet off the ground or fly, but I can't fly very high.
Yeah, you mentioned this earlier, how you felt like when you look that up, it says that you're basically getting trapped or bogged down by responsibilities or something?
Yeah, something like that.
And what was your other recurring dream?
I have a lot of sex.
I'd say some people think that's a good dream.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, I'm enjoying it.
Like, you wake up and you go, that was a good dream.
But, I haven't exactly looked up what the sex dreams mean.
Probably that you're just trying to get some. Like, I need some, might as well get some in a dream.
I mean, sure, I guess.
I don't necessarily have recurring dreams myself, but I don't really remember my dreams all that often. And I wish I did, because sometimes dreams can be fun to just remember. I mean, not dreams like this, though.
You should keep a dream journal.
You know, I actually started keeping one for a while, and it did help me remember my dreams more, but, you know, after a couple days I didn't do it, and I just relapsed all over again.
I kept the dream journal for a little bit, and I also stopped keeping it. But I've been able to remember my dreams a whole lot better recently. Recently, I had a dream where I was in some massive shopping mall, like the East Edmonton Mall, something that big.
Yeah.
And there were a bunch of phones in the mall that I had to dial a specific number into. And it was something about where it had something to do with, like, the devil and, like, temptation and shit. Like, everyone around me, they were reveling in all the pleasures in life, but it was at the explicit cost of their immortal soul. And I wasn't really into that. I didn't really want to buy into that pleasures because I wanted to keep my immortal soul. I'm not a particularly religious or anything, but, you know, if it came down to you can have everything in this life, but then you suffer in hell after you die, or you can just put up with having a milquetoast life, but, you know, have a better time when you die, then I was gonna go for the latter.
Yeah, you're kind of a far thinker, I guess. A far distance, short, not long-term thinker. And I have this up so bad. I fucking miss one ledge and you drop down straight to the bottom.
Don't you love that?
But I was gonna say, one thing I wanted to bring up while you were talking about your dream, your devil dream, is I paused for a moment with that figure on the left with his smoking a pipe. It's like the third or fourth time we've seen that guy, or girl.
This guy?
Yeah. I mean, who the hell is that?
Well, I mean, who the hell are all these bodies? Who the hell are the musicians?
Yeah, the musicians are another weird part. Like, why are they a recurring thing in May's dreams? I mean, the fish are new, but the musicians are constantly there. And they're always playing some sort of a haunting melody or other. But it's all good. We made it.
What animal nightmare are we gonna run into this time? Oh. It's a bird.
It's a seagull. Fetch the fish.
I mean, that's what seagulls do. Why is May panicking over that?
Well, she panics over every one of these animals, dude. So maybe this is like a feeling of drowning, I guess? It's like, oh yeah, you're getting bogged more and more down into your shitty life.
Well...
And a new guitar string.
In every other dream, the mystical animal kind of lunged at May or was otherwise threatening to May. So, like, I mean, that bird, it was just eating. It was just having breakfast.
May, how dare you? That bird was just a cycle of life, man.
What is in that attic?
Good question. Probably books. I mean, what do you keep in your attic?
I don't have an attic.
You don't?
No.
Damn. Well, I don't have one either. I mean, I have a storage closet back at home in DC, but basically it's just keeping... My stuff in there is just like games and books I didn't take with me from the US when I moved to Canada. Shark attacks. Is it Shark Week yet?
When is Shark Week this year?
I have no idea. It always seems to be Shark Week when you least expect it. For longest night, I'm getting you a library. What is longest night? Like Christmas or something?
Longest night? I would assume it's winter solstice.
Oh yeah, you got a good point that. Yeah, don't you hate that? Your mouth tastes weird.
That's normal. Do you know why that happens?
You didn't brush your teeth?
No.
Well, why?
It's because when you're asleep, it has something to do with what is this?
It's an away message.
Okay, it's something to do with when you're asleep, you don't manage your own saliva all that well, so all the bacterial colonies in your mouth, they have a chance to reproduce. And by the time you wake up, the reason why your mouth tastes funny is because you got a shitload of bacteria in there.
Oh, and then you just spit it out, brush your teeth, you're fine. Well then, there you go. Greg is gonna get all that bacteria out of his mouth. And I like that Angus put in a way message that's basically like, planets are cool, dude. And it's like, yeah, you go, Angus. You go, you big guy.
Planets are cool.
They found another planet that could be life-giving. I mean, I was kind of weird that they're like, hey, let's just propagate our species before we fuck up this planet, you know? Well, at least May's trying to make a what do you call it when you're trying to make when you're trying to make amends to everyone that she hurt, even the bird, for God's sake. Sup, Mom?
Well, and this other planet, just going back to that for a second, do we know for a fact that there's anything on there?
No, they haven't found anything yet. It's just satellite pictures. What are you gonna say?
Well then, what the fuck? If it has like breathable oxygen, then let's just go down there and fuck it up too.
That's the first thing. It's like we're gonna play an Alpha Centauri. We're gonna go full on industrialist again. It's like, yeah, we didn't learn a lesson. Just dig up all the fossils.
I've never played that game, so.
Oh, it's really good. I mean, if you guys have played Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri Civilization stuff, you know what I'm talking about. Gaians for life, bro. Ecology all the way.
Didn't you do an LP of that?
There are, I think, plenty of LPs of that.
Didn't you do an LP of that?
No, I didn't. I didn't do that.
What space game did you do? And then abandon?
Endless Space.
Oh, okay.
And that was not half as fun as Centauri was. Oh, she gets 10 hours or so. So if we assume that she's waking up at like 4 p.m., she's going to bed at like 6. But that can't be right. Maybe she's just sleeping at like 3, 4 in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
What did you do last night?
Got fucked up.
It's like, no, I meant the library. Sorry, I meant the library.
Got fucked up at the library.
That's the worst party. Sounds like the worst party.
The library got fucked up.
May's been through there. She vandalized everything.
That's what she does. Okay.
Psh, May doesn't take it easy. May burns fast and dies young. Lives fast, die young. I was gonna make a candle that burns twice as bright, lasts half as long. Yeah, well.
Okay, but here's a weird thought. What if it doesn't?
Burning the candles at both ends actually just means you get twice the light, so fuck it.
Yeah. But the candle lasts exactly as long.
Well, that would be pretty sweet if that happened, huh?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It's a mystery to solve. It's another mystery. Like the criminal lit two ends. Why did he do that? Do you feel that way when it's raining, that you just never want to leave bed?
My daily routine involves me going for walks, about 45-minute walks. And I do that because I'm fat and I need the exercise. And that's something that I do pretty much every day of the year, or at least I try to. And when it's raining, I don't do that because it's raining. When it's raining, I don't get the feeling that I want to stay in bed, but I do get the feeling that I have an excuse to sit here and do nothing.
Yeah, like, it's raining. Fuck it. I've never met anyone who actually likes a rainy day. I mean, I like rainy nights. I don't like rainy days. Rainy days are just depressing.
It depends on how long you've had rainy days. Where I live in Canada, it's called Nova Scotia. Sometimes we have these cloudy spells that last for months. And it's just clouds constantly. It's not raining, but it's just completely overcast for the entire time, and it's like it actually kind of does a number on you eventually.
Eventually, you're just like, fuck, dude. It's like you're living in like you're living in Norway or something.
I just want to look at the sun again.
I like this little vantage point. It's right, makes it very pensive.
My mother is currently in Alberta on business. And when she got there, she sent me a couple photos and one video of the monumental amount of snow that they're getting right now.
No shit.
Yep.
Snow in April, huh?
April 25th. They're in the middle of a snowstorm right now. She was worried that she was going to get snowed in. And she took a video of a group of 4 unfortunate souls shoveling out a walkway going up to some sort of gazebo on a mountain.
It's like, yeah, because the last thing you want to do is get cabin fever. Snowed into a mountain.
So what's on the docket today from May something? Borowski.
I thought you were going to say May the Bay. Well, on the docket is basically just a little bit more exploration because at the time of this video, I'm still waiting for votes to be cast in to who to hang out with. I still go talk to everybody just to reject their invitations, you know. But today, a lot of new stuff has opened up in town, which is actually kind of surprising. Especially because remember Greg said, hey, the door to the roof is open? Guess where I'm going? I'm gonna go pee off the side of a building.
You're a girl, you can't do that. Or you can, but it's gonna get messy.
Yeah. Here's a short poem. Not this boy billionaire politician shit.
I'm sure the boy billionaires prefer, or rather enjoy being boy billionaires.
I got mad one time. It was online.
Don't you hate that?
Someone is mad on the internet. What else is new?
It's crazy making.
I know, Summers speaks for the soul, man.
Alright then. That was the whole thing.
Yeah, that was it. I got mad one time online. That's it. I go to the library. No, but seriously.
Libraries are pretty cool. Or at least, my city has a new-ish library. They finished constructing it a year or two ago. And it's really high-tech and it's really a fun place to be. But the older library before that was not so much, mostly because, I mean, like, they built a new library for a reason. The old one was falling apart and, like, the paint was all chipped and everything, and it was ugly to look at, and I didn't really want to be in there. But then they moved everything from that old library into the new library, and the new library is pretty cool.
It's worth going to. Also, I like how May's trying to buddy up with this guy. It's like, hey, I play bass, you should play. It's like, do you know this guy? Do you know this band? It's like, yeah, I like that stuff. My dad likes that stuff. I know it. You know Willer Garden?
I know none of these things. Well, then get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, really. It's like, I guess we won't be jamming if you don't know Willie Garden. God damn.
Oh, yeah, well, I can do this.
It's funny that May jumps faster than walking. I'm guessing that's just the programming, though.
I'm assuming it has something to do with her going uphill, yeah.
I go see if Mr. Chazakov is up there, but he ain't. The dude left us, high and dry.
What the fuck?
I know, right? Friggin' I wanted to see some dusk stars, bro. Creepy shit.
Here's some stories about a peasant killing a king, something like that.
That was it. That was the first one. Burn the killer, along with Katsis or Castus or whatever her name was. I like that May can kick the acorns. Kick the can down the road. Kick the acorn.
I mean, that's someone's food. How would you like it if someone came along and then fucking punted your food?
Yeah, I'd be pretty mad. I'd be like, hey, I was eating that. Any missing posters gone up yet for that kid? No.
Yes.
Just Casey. Honestly, kind of disappointed.
Can you take any of those down?
Nah, sadly, I tried. I tried earlier. You can just shift them around. Honestly, the only two things we've been able to take in this game so far have been shoplifting pretzels and stuff at the mall, and theoretically picking up that tooth. Even though we didn't actually pick up the tooth, you know?
What is our inventory?
Press I to open inventory. Oh god, why did you do that? There's nothing in there. Nothing out of nothing came out.
The line is nothing after nothing came bursting out.
Jeez, man, it's been so long since I Leave Mother 3. That was a good game.
It was a good game. I've been thinking of playing that again.
Any hard mode run?
No.
No? Just plain old playing it again?
I don't do hard mode runs, although there was one game I was thinking of doing a hard mode run on, and it was Super Mario RPG.
How do you do a hard run on that?
I would think there's two ways. The first is a low level run, which is pretty obvious. You only fight the bosses. And ideally with, I think, Mario dead. So like you're only fighting them with Mallow and Geno and Bowser.
Why would you do that?
For the challenge. It's hard mode.
Because Mario doesn't level up that way?
I'm pretty sure if people are unconscious in the fight, they either don't level up or they take half the experience.
So in other words, you're just doing it because Mario's always in every fight. So you want Wow, that's like gimping yourself so badly.
Yeah.
It's like you might as well fight with one person if that's the case.
It's freaking called hard mode, dude.
Just hard mode imposition. Like I can get not leveling up, but killing off one of your 3 damage dealers and be like, yeah, we're gonna do it with 2 because I'm hardcore shit.
Yeah, I mean, some people play Final Fantasy like that. There's a video going around of, well, not going around. It's fairly old, but there's a video of a player playing against an optional boss in Final Fantasy VII called Emerald Weapon, and it's definitely the hardest boss in the game. And he beats him completely using only level 7 Tifa.
Jesus Christ. Oh wow, Mom's inviting us on an adventure. I mean, bringing it back to this game, it's like hard mode here is actually talking with your mom and not rolling your eyes.
Just go play hooky, because the pasture's gone.
Aw, yeah, let's go play hooky. Who are we to say no to Mom? Come on. Our mom is actually offering us to go hang out with her. Why not, right? I mean, I like it when my mom says, let's go do something, because it actually says, hey, we're bonding. Only I'm skipping work.
The second way to do a hard mode run on Super Mario RPG would be to do it with no equipment.
No, that makes sense. Just plain old muscle.
Yeah, because equipment is like, it's more than half the game. It's more than half your stats. Just to give you an example.
Yeah, I get an idea.
Like as soon as you skip out on the signal ring, that is immediately hard mode by itself. No, not the signal ring. Safety ring.
I never used that. My friends and I, when we were your age. Believe it or not, I've had several Wiis.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
It's like there's someone before you, May.
Alright, time to dip.
Time to roll in the sand. Roll in the grass, rather.
That's really dangerous.
This is nice. This is kind of depressing, honestly.
When I go on big road trips, we do sometimes come across these big rows of towers, and like it's a necessary evil, but they don't cut out the entire forest. They just cut out lines for the towers.
Yeah, but there used to be a lot more trees. I think we just can't see them at this angle. Some minor parts of history took place, yes. Before you were born, some things happened. I don't believe that.
Is she referring to like doing her dad?
God, I hope not.
Yeah, to make May.
So what is this place? Jenny's Field. Ever heard of it?
I've heard of Flanders.
Flanders Fields. The poppies grow.
Yeah.
The crosses are on row by row. Back in the 30s.
Running in the 90s. There was a woman and her daughter. Running in the 90s.
And a woman's daughter is in front of her. Oh, wait, where is this going?
We're gonna tell a story, and then she's just gone. She's like, well, like what the fuck, man?
She just disappeared.
No one knows. Oh, sinkhole. Okay, now everyone knows exactly. Friggin' takes the mystery out of it, though.
Yeah, it's like she's just gone. A mystery.
You know, this reminds me of a real life story, something to do with sinkholes and mines collapsing. There was a town, I forget where, in America. It was one of the old dying coal mines, or coal cities, long, long ago, way back when the coal cities were not as dead as they are now. And one of the coal mines had caught on fire, and because there was very little oxygen down there, and because there was a ton of wood, the fire managed to burn a whole lot hotter or something like that, and it did a real bad number on the ground. And if you step on a part of the ground that had been mined out a while ago, there's a real chance that it could collapse on you and you'll fall into it.
Ah!
Oh no!
Ah! She just ignores it.
Nice
What's wrong?
try.
She's just walking away.
Okay.
I thought when you were bringing up the mines burning, I thought you were going to talk about that mine, the Chicago fire. Not the Chicago fire, but a mine that is still burning to this day. The coal caught fire, and there's an underground fire that's just still burning. It inspired the Silent Hill series. What is that?
A Silent Hill series or a Silent Hill entry?
No, the Silent Hill series, the whole Silent Hill game.
Oh, okay.
They brought this to life.
Silent Hill went places.
Yeah, I know, right? Some game series just go places, man. Unified did a lot of things. Yeah, you know, mining companies, mining in general, it sounds like it's like this is the kind of job that encourages you to become loyal to it, but the entire leadership and way it works is so awful.
I used to work at a call center, and I've never been a miner, but working at call centers is pretty fucking bad.
You want to try climbing, Mom? Yeah, right.
Well, how else are you gonna feel young again?
I had you and also a lot of birthdays and donuts since then. Well, at least she's honest. Well, you know what to do. Mom can't climb. We're gonna fucking climb this tower.
We're gonna let Mom live vicariously through us.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Well, that's not hard. Well, to be fair, not a lot of people can jump their entire body height like May.
Yeah, she could be a basketball player.
Nah, she's too short for that.
No, she could be like one of those agile basketball players. Some basketball players are small.
I was just gonna say, she's also not fast.
So she can jump high, but she's short and fat. So in other words, she can't really do much.
Yeah.
She's like Mario. May is Mario.
Mario is incredibly athletic, if you think about it.
Yeah, what can you see up there? The highway or Possum Springs and most of the town? Or most of the valley? I go for the natural aspect. I mean, come on, you're gonna say the highway? That's just boring, dude.
What does the highway look like?
Not the highway. A quilt?
The highway looks like a quilt.
So, like, someone dumped out some blocks. So, again, either we're going with the naturalistic aspect or we're going with, oh, yeah, this is just humans being fucking humans. I go with the quilt because I don't think May should be that jaded yet, even though she pretty much is already.
What about a quilt is natural?
Well, it's like, it's more like, you know, handmade instead of just bursting blocks all over the place. You're just like, ooh, it's like nature. Nature weaved a quilt kind of thing.
What? When was the last time you saw a naturally weaved quilt?
Spider webs?
That's not a quilt.
Yeah, I know, but it's still woven. It's not a quilt, but it's woven.
Well,
Natural weaving.
I asked you about a naturally woven quilt.
Well then none. Nothing rough spun. I used to have a dream when I was your age, when I was out in the big parking lot out by the tracks.
Alright. Pretty boring dream already.
And I'd start running, but there was always more parking lot.
I think that's called a nightmare.
May's on the case.
What do you think it meant? She's trying to escape something, but no matter where she goes, she's always being trapped within it.
Feels weird to tell you what your dreams mean.
Well, I just did. Trying to say I'm weird?
You're my mom.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
I think it's because you don't want to sound too judgmental of your mom, I guess. Why did we come up here today?
Spend some quality time with your mama.
I was hoping you'd fall into a sinkhole, obviously.
Does the mom fall into a sinkhole before we leave?
I won't say.
So that's a yes then.
Drat. Guess I'll just have to keep you. I couldn't see what your expression was when you said that.
I thought she was supposed to have good eyes.
Imagine the irony of May needing glasses with those eyes that big. She's like an owl. Oh, May's smiling. She doesn't need to see the expression. Well, see you at home. Bye, Mom.
How is she supposed to get down?
Hey!
Well, alright then. May's mom didn't fall into a sinkhole. You lied to me.
I didn't say anything. I just said I wouldn't say.
Yeah, I know, and that means yes.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. It does not. Ah, well. Anyway, even though Mom's working, I've come in once again to just ask what's up. But she's just busy now, I guess.
I can tell.
I mean, yeah, how are you... You're gonna be busy reading that book all day. My God.
Does May's mom actually make money?
I imagine she does, working for she's not a volunteer.
Just where does the church get its money from? From the collection plates, I guess.
No, come on. I mean, I think we've already discussed this about the priest salaries.
Yeah.
I think, we discussed this way back. Some churches are, they're not publicly funded, but they do get, like founders and I guess private donations, and I think sometimes governments do say it in the spirit of like saying, yeah, the community pays for it, And I suppose you could probably opt out of paying taxes that goes to a church. What's up, Bruce?
Well, Halloween was just a couple days ago.
Nip in the air at night. Well, May, you're not homeless.
Also, they're covered in hair. That tends to go a ways.
I used to cry at fall trees when I was a kid.
Because they died before their time.
I thought that was too. I thought that was because they were dead, but May says something else.
Because they're so pretty. They were so pretty before they died before their time.
I did that when my daughter was born.
Your daughter was born before her time?
You have a daughter? Yep.
Yeah. She's dead now.
Not the right question to ask, May.
Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, okay, see ya. Man, Bruce's life must suck.
I mean, he is homeless.
Not only that, I mean, like, sometimes I wonder about people you see in the street. Like, I did speak with one homeless man once, who kind of hangs out around my neighborhood. And me and my ex at the time, we brought food for him, and we just talked to him a while. He's got 2 kids and a dog, but he's just homeless. And I sometimes wonder, you know, what's the kids' situation? Can they not take them in? Is it a situation where they're out somewhere else? They don't want to be a burden to their family? Are the kids homeless as well? I mean, what's up with all that?
Was she an ex at the time, or was she your girlfriend at the time?
Both.
Okay, that's weird and complicated.
I was saying, at the time, I think mentally she was my ex, but we were still dating.